We're doing good people. We're doing
So by this point, we all know that January 6th was a lot more complicated than they're letting it out to be.
not
That
a
there was a
motherfucking
lot less
complicated, man. Just
actual
tell the truth. It was a
investigative work
lie.
going on from all the video footage that they've
It
had.
was a
I mean,
lie.
we've seen a lot of strange players in these videos, people who are wired up, who look like they're a part of the Fed or Antifa or some other groups. It's really hard to know. But what about the police officers themselves? What about the Capitol Police? Because there's something weird there too. So I have a few videos that I want to show you and point out just some strange things that I'm seeing, because it seems like a coordinated effort between the plants in the crowd and then some of the orders that these police officers must have been getting during this time. So let me just play the clips for you and then just discuss what's happening here. Okay, I'm going to play that again really quickly. If you saw the lady, older lady, I think she looks like she's in her 50s, maybe 60s, and she just got pushed downstairs. So let me just play it quick again for you, just so you can see this. Just don't miss it here. I mean, look at that. That's ridiculous. Why is a Capitol police officer doing that? I mean, there was no need for that. Are they purposefully trying to agitate the
Yeah,
crowd
that what
here?
they were doing.
And you would think, well, there's a reason why they did that. She must have done something previous. I have another angle to show you. It's sort of a similar angle, but it's more video to show you what happened previous to that lady getting pushed down. Well, there you go. Now you have the whole video, everything leading up to the pushdown. And so what happened before this person got pushed down? She was getting kicked and beat on by the police officers. Here, I'll play it as I'm talking to you. You can see her. Now, after this happens, the crowd gets much more agitated after this, and so they get them riled up big time. And it's not too far after this where you have some players in the front of the crowd who are going to end up starting to try to push through the police lines here, which, again, I am not a supporter of. I definitely am not a supporter of any of that stuff. And I don't know who these agitators were. That's a part of the problem here. If you truly investigate this, who were the individuals who are really calling for insurrection type activity? What were these in fact Trump supporters? Were some of them Trump supporters and many of them part of the other group? But this here, why are the police agitating like this? There was no need for it. The crowd was not that agitated. And now it seems that after the police were able to successfully get the crowd riled up, to get a mob mentality and some of the main agitators to try to push through the police barricades and get to the Capitol, once they started actually breaking windows, some of these players, not again, not everybody, like 99% of them weren't doing this, but those main players, whoever they were, once they started breaking windows, then the cops actually pulled back and stopped preventing anything. And I'm going to show you the video right here, and you've probably seen this one before, but maybe haven't seen it in context of what the police did before this video. Once they were able to get them to go to the Capitol, they allowed them to do what they were doing. Watch this.
And right there, they were showing where they let them in the Capitol, and then charge the same people that let in the Capitol, charge the fucking people with rioting. That's some bullshit, man. When you sit there and you think about it, and we stupid for letting shit happen. I'm just saying, and I ain't that stupid, but we all in this together. We stupid.
Guest services, can I help you, sir? Excellent, it's on its way.
None of this makes sense. It just doesn't make any sense. These are supposed to be highly trained individuals. You're at the Capitol building, Washington, D.C., the United States States of America. These individuals are supposed to know how to deal in this situation. They completely messed up their gas grenades. They shot gas grenades into their own police lines, which moved the barricades back. They completely agitated the crowd, pushed down people, shoved down people, kicked people who didn't need to be.
Okay, the networks are down, the equipment is ready, and we've crippled their supplies. Mrs. Rackman has written our check and given us the green light. We're good to finally move on that submarine and stop this threat once and for all. When you're ready, get your crew together and head back to planning.
Pulled back and did nothing. Like, allowed it to happen. Listen, I'm just trying to present this as it's being shown, okay? I don't want to be a part of some big conspiracy or something, but again, who is investigating this in context with what we are seeing happen here? Were there possibly some Trump supporters who got wrapped into what was going on there and unfortunately got pulled in?
Hey, what's up?
I'm sure about it.
Oh, is that all? It's on its way.
Going on here that meets the eye a lot more, and people need to be held accountable for this. But everyone from the police that were involved to their leadership that were involved, the government leaders, we need to be accessing phone calls, any kind of information that we can get, any data that we can get on this, communications that were going on between different individuals. The January 6th committee, why are videos being held back? Why isn't this being shared with people so that they can see that there's different individuals who are realizing there's a problem here, but it's just not making sense. I know you guys are catching what I'm putting here, and I'm just a guy throwing you videos that I am seeing and trying to present them to you in an accurate way with coherent, logical understanding behind them.
Ain't no
Something's
understanding.
wrong here, and the Democrats are going to continue to push this in a certain narrative every year. You're going to have to celebrate January 6th one day as a national holiday because it was the day of the Capitol being insurrected by
It wasn't no insurrection.
But when in reality,
It wasn't no insurrection. It wasn't no insurrection. It wasn't no insurrection.
Much more nefarious
Yeah.
and different. As far as what I'm seeing here, unless somebody can prove this wrong some other way, but I think it's kind of hard because when we have the audio and the video that's showing it, those of you that disagree with me out there who say no, it was a bomb, right? I am not agreeing with anybody breaking windows down or breaking through into the Capitol. I completely disagree with that. And if there were any supporters that were a part of it, I guess I'm just asking you, who was really doing this? Who were the actual players that were there? Who were the actual agitators? Were all of them genuinely Trump supporters? Or were they, in fact, other individuals who had an ulterior motive in mind? What happened with the Capitol Police? What happened with their orders? Why were they so deficient in the way that they handled this? Why, when we get into the Capitol and we look at the video footage inside the Capitol, it looks like they're just giving them a tour guide? Why are they fist bumping some of the Capitol Police? Why do we see earpieces in people's ears? Why do we see buses dropping on people? I mean, this is not a conspiracy. This is all on video. The reason why it's like this is because there's more to the story than they're letting you know. There just is. And it would be great if somebody with some resources out there would really let the true narrative be known to the people, because the people deserve it, because the people are in charge of the United States of America. That is where the power resides, and something really terrible happened that day, but we're not getting the full story on it. As always, leave your comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. I'll catch you.
That's true, people being lied to by a elite asshole. The truth makes sense with true change. Now it's time to start thinking for yourself for a change. You've been lied to.